Alright, so I think today I'm actually going to do some work in the house down there in the basement. And since it's the first time we're actually going to do work in the house, I figured I'd give a tour of the house before. I've already gone through and opened up all the doors just to get a little bit of breeze going through there, and it just rained, so it's a little bit damp smelling in there. So I just went through and opened up all the doors, windows, anything like that to let some air through. But we'll go ahead and enter through the front door, and then we'll take a left and go down to all the bathrooms and bedrooms and other rooms, and then we'll loop back around and pick up on the kitchen. So I've been trying to figure out how people raise up concrete, because there's a lot of it that's like sort of sunk down here. So I think I got some ideas. I know that the foam technique is kind of popular, so we're going to look into that. But this is the main entrance here. You can see like had like intercoms out here, and then also down at the door. Well, you can't see, there's just a brick wall there. Down at the door by the basement, I'll show you. Also had intercoms, and then throughout the house. So you walk in. I'll take a step back a little bit here, and you have this entrance area. Oop, maybe see it through the window better? No. Okay. You have this entrance area that's just tile. Some nice woodwork up there. And then to the right would be the kitchen. Straight ahead is the living room, dining room. And then we're going to take a left down the hall. It might get a little dark. We don't have any electricity here right now. But I think with as bright as it is outside and all the windows and doors and stuff, we should be able to see what's going on. So you'd walk down here. Got a little coat closet and an access panel to the crawl space in the ceiling. And then this area was a sort of like a wet bar or an entertainment area, I guess. We have some floor to ceiling bookshelves. Sorry about that light coming in through the window there, blinding everything. And then over here we had a sink and a mirror. And the sink, I think, is brass. I'm not too sure. It might just be like plated metal instead of actual brass. We actually haven't even opened up any of these cabinets or anything yet, so I'm not sure. There could be an animal in here. Alright, looks like just empty. Some nice graffiti on the wall, and then we'd enter into the first bedroom. And this room is probably going to be an office. It's not the biggest room. There is a little closet over here, and then it does have its own attached bathroom that hasn't been updated since the 70s maybe. It's got a tub, toilet, and sink, and then that looks out to the backyard like all the rooms do. Every room has a sliding door on it, and it all looks out towards the backyard, which is a complete mess right now because we're in the process of raking up and cleaning up about 3 years worth of neglect. So, all right, sorry to make you dizzy there. So you go back through here, and then we have just a closet that has like the air filter or some sort of HVAC system in here, and a panel. I know it's hard to see, it's like pitch black in there, but not that important. And then we come to another bedroom here on the left. This room is probably going to be a guest room or something. I don't know if the previous occupants put the holes in the walls, or somebody who was considering buying this place put the holes in the walls to like kind of check for mold or other issues. But this is the room. More nice graffiti, more busted out stuff, and then this is a window that was broken, and all of the glass ended up inside the little planter box or whatever that is out there that I had to clean the trash out of. So if you watch that, then you know what I'm talking about. But as you can see, also they have the sweet intercom system, which I highly doubt works, but it's labeled, you know, door, inside patio, and then functions and volumes. I think you can actually play the radio through these. We'll see in the kitchen. There's a main box in there that has like options on it. All right, just kind of diagonal from that is another room, and this is, I don't know if you call it a master room, but it's pretty big. Again, we have the box, some wall drywall taken out, and then a view to the backyard again. And this one has a broken window in here. And it has this bathroom here. And this bathroom, it's kind of dark, might be hard to see. Try to get a flashlight going here. But inside this bathroom, which basically consists of a shower. Here, it's gonna be hard to see, sorry about that. But we have a very smelly bathroom here with a toilet, and then a shower and a drain, and of course spider webs. And then you come over here and double closets. The sink is kind of weird. It's like a his and hers, but it's like bends around the corner, I think. Some handprints on the walls. The sky's the limit. Some other good graffiti. My favorite piece of graffiti is actually in here. So you come over here.
Boom! Big reveal. I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick.
This is another bathroom that is on one of the main bedrooms here. Alright, trying to make it easy. Okay. So heading back out to the hall. I'm taking a right. Again, this hallway is like kind of dark. Sorry about that. If I went straight, we'd end up in the basement, and then the door across is to the garage, just to give you a heads up whenever we go in there next. And then we just have like a utility room. Has like a sink and a outlet there for the laundry. This actually used to be the end of the house. If you can see, I know it's hard to see that transition, but it goes from concrete slab over to this wood. And so this is, I think from here on is basically an addition. I don't know how old the addition is. Seems like it was fairly old, given the styling. I'm guessing maybe 80s, but we'll see. Again, down there is where we came from, and this is the second to last bedroom. This is what we would call, I guess, the real master bath, our bedroom and bath. Again, we have our box, our air conditioning control, security system, whatever was cool back then. A door leading outside, a nice little window here. And then it goes into a very large bathroom. We have I guess not technically in-ground tub, but surrounded tub. And of course a toilet. And then the sink, mirrors with more graffiti, shower. It looks pink, but it's actually just a white shower. I don't know why it looks pink in there, but more graffiti. And then we enter into a huge walk-in closet. I mean, this closet is, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but this closet could be like another full bedroom. It is absolutely giant. It goes all the way around. All the way around. So I'm going to show the last room before we go off to the non-bedroom type rooms. So we're going to actually loop around here. And this is another bedroom with actually good lighting, so this will be better. Just a plain bedroom, really. Has some built-in shelves over there, nothing super special. The closet here is actually pretty big, so that'll be good. Of course, graffiti everywhere, old pictures left on the walls from, I'm guessing, the previous occupants. And then, of course, we have a bathroom in here as well, a little bit outdated, but you got your sink, your toilet, and your shower. Gotta love the blues. And then, of course, yeah, the intercom system throughout the whole house. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead further down the hall. So if we hadn't looped around and just kept on walking straight, we would have entered into this room. And you can see the woodwork is fairly nice. The lighting looks like it's going to be bad, but we'll probably get in an angle here where it'll get better. So we have this nice woodwork. Again, looks a little outdated, but still pretty high quality, it seems. And then a bathroom in here. Again, just well, can't see anything. It's just a half bath, I think, yeah. Just a toilet. But it's a fairly large bathroom. And then over here, we have like a little sink, which I'm not sure why you need one when you've got a bathroom sink, but hey, I think these people liked to party a little bit, so I'm guessing that's why. And then, of course, we have a, a sauna, which I have no idea if it works. But, and I don't even think you can see in here. Yeah. Sorry about that. You have to trust me, there's a sauna in there.
It's like a sauna in here.
Of course, this big surround here is a hot tub. So this is like what we call the spa room. I guess I don't know what else you call it. But it has a hot tub that you can walk up onto, and then that looks out over the pasture to the neighbor's house. And then it has this porch here, which I'll take 1 foot step onto it, but I'm not trusting it because I don't know. And over there by the van is where we came in. So we're at the very end of the house here in the spa room. I wish I could show the sauna a little bit better, but yeah, it's just a sauna. All right. So that's the, I guess maybe the east end of the house. I don't know. The far end of the house above the garage. So we're gonna walk back down. Sorry, it's dark. We'll hit some light here pretty soon. All right, we're gonna walk back down here to the entrance where we came in from. All right. We're back at the main entrance, and of course here is the living room or the family room, whatever you would like to call it. It's got a fireplace that I hope is still serviceable, but we're not sure yet. I don't know what the dual fireplace action is for. Maybe somebody could help me out here. But there's like a small little area here where they were apparently trying to burn trash or something, or be storing trash. And it's got a little cubby over there that I'm not too sure what it is. I think it might be to just store firewood. Like you keep the firewood next to the burning fire, and it kind of dries it out and make sure it's ready to go and all that stuff. I think that's what it is, but I could be wrong. Anyways, so then we have a dining room area here. Right off of the living room, and of course the living room, you walk back and you're outside the back of the house again, which it's nice and pleasant out here. It's very quiet. So to that way, past those barrels there, is like a park, like a community park. It's a pretty big park too. It's got frisbee golf and 3 or 4 playgrounds, a lot of baseball diamonds, things like that. So it's usually fairly quiet. Occasionally you'll hear, baseball games in the evenings or whatever, but that's not too bad. And then directly behind us is a cemetery, and so that definitely stays quiet. And then to the right of us is more cemetery, and then a road that's kind of like leading to the cemetery. So we have no neighbors for a long ways in the backyard, at least no loud neighbors anyways. So this is entering into the back of the house and coming into the living room, just to kind of get your bearings. And we're gonna come up here to the dining room. Again, lots of windows everywhere. Everyone said that we talked to said it would probably be a terrible house to heat and cool, which maybe it will be, but I mean, whenever it's been 100 degrees outside, it's been about 80 in here. So I don't know. This is the kitchen. Of course, we've been setting up our hand wash station there. There are some appliances, like the stove, but everything in here is going to get torn out. The fridge used to be there. Then we have this little range, and then a cabinet, and of course the sink that looks out over the woods. And it says rinse the dishes, I think, from their mom. But all this is coming out, and I think we're actually going to take out this wall and open up the dining room and kitchen into like just one big room. Again, to the right is the entrance, and then to the left is a outside patio, and again, just really nice big windows in the kitchen. Basically just a wall of windows, so lets a lot of natural light in here. Off the kitchen we have another half bath. Not too exciting, but it's there. And then the second to last room of the house, I guess it's not even a room, it's just a, this is like a utility closet. But over here we have, before we enter the actual last room of the house, just a little a room you can't see because it's so dark. It's just a pantry, nothing too exciting. I'll see if I can get a flashlight on it. Yeah, there we go. Just a little pantry. And then of course, well, maybe my favorite room in the house, the theater. It's a shame that this isn't in better condition, just because it's like a time capsule of this particular theater style. They did have some blackout curtains and sound deadening little, I don't even know what you call these, like little accent things that fit over the top of the blinds to help like block out light and also sound. But I took all those down so I could actually open the windows and let some breeze and light in here. Well, we had the built-in little shelves there, built-in shelf there, which my wife seems to think that they, and I kind of agree, they maybe had like the Now Showing poster there or something. It'd be kind of cool. And then another built-in shelf over here. I haven't really opened up a lot of these drawers. This one has the wiring for everything in here, I believe. So that's what's in there. And then as far as the other ones go, actually, let's see what's in them. I'm always afraid a raccoon's gonna jump out at me or something. Nothing in there. I guess this was like the power station for maybe the projector. I don't like how low the screen sat. It's kind of weird, and it's like an old style screen, I think. So that's going to be replaced. I do like the ceilings, how they kind of had the stepped ceiling all the way around. It kind of gives a nice touch. And then, of course, back here, this is my prop to make sure. This door kept on popping open. I didn't know if it was like the wind or an animal or what. But, oh, wow, I didn't even notice this was a cabinet till just now. All right. Hey, there's a DVD. What do we got? It's empty. It was The Brothers Grimsby back in family video days. We'll keep that. It's going to be a collector's item. Anyways, there's more shelving here. I think these racks are probably for like maybe the stereo or whatever else like that. And then in here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, I haven't actually crawled back there or not. Oh boy. Yeah, we may have to wait on this one. But this is like just like a little room behind the screen here. Oh, I'll crawl in just a hair. Looks like there's a bag back there. A lot of sound deadening in here. It's like really quiet actually. I've never actually been inside this area before. Sorry about all the swinging shadows and stuff. It's a little tricky. But there's these styrofoam balls everywhere. I don't actually, I guess I'm gonna have to crawl back here sometime. But this is actually like a decent little setup now that I look back here. Anyways, oh, and for some reason there's some sponges back there for cleaning and some, looks like from the fireplace, the cover. Oof. All right. And then of course the screen, and then whatever's in this cabinet, I guess. Yep, nothing. Most of the cabinets and stuff are empty. There are some in the kitchen that just have like Tupperware and stuff that people didn't want to, I guess, take with them. Just trash, generally. But yeah, I guess the control panel for everything. If anybody knows anything about this company or this panel or anything, it's a Rittenhouse, and it's got AM, FM, radio intercom. Ooh, it's got a confidential talk. You got monitor, you got radio, you got intercom. But like I said, there's no power to the, whoa, wait a second. Why is this working? Or am I crazy? Maybe it's not working. Let's turn it to FM. Radio. I don't know what these remote functions do or anything. Whoa. Okay. So this is the inside patio. these two do. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn all these off. We'll go in the basement first, which is where I'm gonna start doing work today. To climb over these piles of trash. This trash back here that I'm gonna step on was actually here before we got here, so that's from the previous owners. This is pretty dark in here. Let's see if I can't get a flashlight going. One of the bad parts of working down here is one, it's like dark and damp and nasty, but also two, there's like a lot of spiders. Some of them are fairly big. I think I've shown in past videos, but this is the basement. So we have like water coming in from over here somewhere. Whenever it was raining the other day, I tried coming in and seeing, but I really couldn't just because all this like HVAC equipment and water heaters and that kind of stuff are in the way. Over here, I think these are supposed to be dehumidifiers, maybe. So I think this problem has been here a while, but you can just see there is just mold absolutely everywhere. And this is part of the reason we don't know if we're going to be able to keep the house. If the mold is just down here, we will remove it and clean it and probably be okay. But if it's moved, you know, through the subfloor or whatever, you know, maybe it's getting to the point where it's too much and just, you know, get rid of the house. I do know, at least I think I know, somebody told me that the reason that one of the previous sales went through, also, you know, mold everywhere on this workout equipment, so no getting swole for me today. One of the reasons that the sales didn't go through for one of the people is because they couldn't get a loan on the house after the inspection came through and there was all of this mold, because there was a lot. And right now I'm not wearing protective gear, but I will. As you can see, somebody's already come in here and kind of knocked out this wall to see if it's kind of gone on. I believe on the other side of this wall is just concrete. So I'm hoping I can just take all of this down and then scrub the concrete real well and, you know, be kind of mold free that way. Got a pool table in here that's absolutely destroyed. I do think that I'm going to try to save a section of this slate top, I think is what it is, just for a really flat surface for doing like metal work and that kind of stuff. We'll see. But yeah, this is the basement part. Again, you know, I'm no expert, so we're gonna have somebody come in after I get everything tore out and tell me, you know, are these marks on the floor down here mold also? And if so, I mean, maybe not the end of the world. We'll have to replace the, you know, the subfloor up above and that kind of stuff. But, you know, the rest of the house is on a slab, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. All right. Through this door you get to the garage also, but I have that fencing there that I took down a few weeks ago, blocking the way. So yeah, you can just see this place is needing to be taken down, at least the drywall. And of course, my favorite part of the house, the garage. This place is absolutely massive. It's very difficult to illustrate. I mean, you can kind of see that there's a lawnmower parked over there to give you sort of an idea of how big everything is. We got some graffiti here, of course. Then it like kind of opens up in here, and it's, you know, oh man, you can't see that, but it's very, very tall. There's a little closed off, I guess, work area in there, but it's so dark you wouldn't be able to see it, so I'm not going to bother opening up those doors because they're kind of a pain. But yeah, this is the garage. There's a huge bay door over here, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep some of these doors. It's all made out of wooded and like slats, so what I'm hoping is I can just kind of replace those sections, but my gut's telling me it's probably not gonna happen. This door, I don't know if it opens, but it's giant. It's for like an RV or a boat or something. This door over here with the window leaned up against it, I think it would open. I don't have a reason not to. It's just kind of like funky, so I didn't want to try it. The other one that's closed does open. I opened it a few weeks ago, and then of course this one's definitely open. So I know at least, you know, half of the door is open in here. This room, you can't really see it, but this is like the sauna area. like the spa room is like what's on these pillars, I think, at least mostly. But yeah, this is the garage. They used to have, I think, a basketball hoop in here. I think that's what that was for. But 2003, lots of graffiti, and that's about it.